children. How are you children? I hope you are doing well. So in the previous lecture, we were discussing about soil. So today also we will continue with the same chapter, soil. So soil is affected by temperature, rainfall, light, humidity. These are known as climatic factors. These climatic factors affect the soil profile. The climatic factors and components of soil determine the types of vegetation. And in India also, we do not get all the types of soil in one place. In different places, we get different types of soil. In some parts, we will get sandy soil. In some parts, we will get loamy soil. In some parts, we will get clayey soil. So now let us see about the crops grown in the different types of soil. So children, you have to make two columns. That means you have to make one table. In the first column, you have to write type of soil. In the second column, you have to write crops grown. Now the first type of soil you write clayey, and then in second column, you write loamy, and third you write sandy. Now we have already seen the properties of clayey and loamy soil. So can you remember those properties? These properties are that these particle sizes are small, they can hold the water very well, less quantity of water is present. Clayey and loamy soil both are rich in humus, they are fertile. So lot of crops can be grown here. So we can write some of the crops name. For example, in clayey soil, wheat, paddy, gram, they can be grown on a large scale. Same way, in loamy soil, we can grow pulses, lentils, cotton, etc. So children, you have to find out the names of other crops and then you can add in this list. Now come to the sandy soil. We have already learned the property of the sandy soil. So how is sandy soil? The particles are very big. They contain less quantity of water. They contain more quantity of air. This soil is less fertile. It contains less mineral and humus. And therefore we cannot grow lot of crops in this soil. So cotton can be grown in sandy soil. So cotton can be grown in sandy soils, or you can say sandy soil is suitable to grow the cotton. Now let us see the next topic. It is about the soil erosion. So what is meant by soil erosion? The removal of the top layer of soil is called as soil erosion. Now soil erosion can be controlled. So they can be controlled by different methods. First method is afforestation. So what is meant by afforestation? Planting of sapling is known as afforestation. Then second point is we have to reduce the cutting of the trees. We should not destroy the plants. We should not never keep the land empty. Then third is the crop rotation. We should always rotate the crop on the soil. Farmers should not leave the soil empty. That means they should not leave their farms empty. They should always grow crop one after another. Then we can adapt terrace farming, especially in the hilly areas. Then we can control the forest fire also. So these are some of the methods which can be used to protect our soil erosion. Now let us see another concept, that is about soil pollution. So children, you may be knowing we are using polythene bags and plastics on a large scale. After using, when it is broken, what we are doing? We will never store all these things in our home. We will throw outside our home. So they are lying in the nature. They are polluting the soil. Same way, some factories and industries, they are also dumping their waste material into the soil. So before dumping, they should remove all the toxic or harmful materials from the waste, then only they should dump into the soil. Even we should reduce the use of chemicals like insecticide, pesticides, fertilizers, because they also pollute the soil. So in this way, soil pollution is caused. So we have to prevent soil erosion. We should prevent soil pollution also, so that we can protect our natural resource, that is soil. So in this way, the children, we have learnt about soil profile, types of soil, properties of soil, and even we have seen the type of soil and the crops which are grown in it, and then how to prevent soil erosion and soil pollution. So in the next lecture, we will see a new topic. So children, please revise all this topic again. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.